Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and we're continuing our playthrough of Fields of Fire from GMT Games. And this is our redo of the Trevieres offensive, and it is turn number 4. We'll move our turn marker up. And the first thing we do is draw to see if battalion says anything, and they don't. And so our company commander gets 2 orders. -1, so he only gets 1. So that really was bad. Okay, he's going to give that order to the 3rd platoon. He has one other order that's available to him that he saved. So he's going to activate the 3rd platoon. Flip all my markers here, get ready to go. And 3rd platoon has 3 orders available along with the XO. So the CO, he hits his 1 order, puts him at 2. And then he's going to activate 3rd platoon, and he's going to do a move over to this area. So he's out of orders now. So I'm trying to get him in a better position to command what's going on here. Okay, so 3rd platoon, headquarters got orders, and they get 3, -1 is 2. So they receive 2 orders. Puts them up to 5. So the first thing they're going to do is we're doing a platoon move here with everything that we have. And they're bringing the whole shooting match right up here. I know it's a big risk, but I got to get some fire going and some other things. So that's 2 orders. That leaves them at 3. They are going to they're going to see if they can. They're going to order the squad to spot. And see if they can spot this guy. So for spotting, they get 2 cards. So nope and no. So that's didn't work. He's going to order 2nd squad to spot. Yes. All right. So there it is, 2 of them. So we spotted. We now know who's there, which means we now definitely have our direction of fire here. All right. We have another order available. The heavy machine gun is looking for cover. He gets 2 cards. Well, sorry. He gets the cover number, and he's a line unit, so he gets 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. There's the cover. 4. Okay. So the heavy machine gun, and these guys are all going to be exposed where they moved in. Oops, exposed. But the heavy machine gun moves into cover. He can't fire yet, but he is in cover. And he's exposed. All right. That leaves 3rd platoon with 1 order, which we'll save. Okay. That's the end of the activation segment. Now we go into the initiative segment. So the platoon impulse. We have 2nd platoon. So we're going to draw for their platoon impulse. They get 2. -1, so they have 1 order. He already has 3, so that puts him up to 4. And they're going to order this platoon into the cover, and he is exposed. All right. So, and then these guys are on top of that. All right. So we're trying to get some fire up here to bear on these guys. We gotta see if we can knock that machine gun nest out. I got fire coming this way. I got fire going that way. And we got these guys that are pinned, and these guys that I can't call for fire yet, or yet that we know of. Okay, first platoon, they're going to draw. They get 2 orders, -1, so they have 1 order. Their guys are in trouble here. So this is first platoon, that gives him 3 orders available. And boy, I'm going to, I'm going to hold that order. I'm not going to send them into that mess just yet. Okay, then the XO and the first sergeant each get an order. So the XO has 4. First sergeant has 1. So he is going to, let's see, the XO is here. Eventually want him to go up there with those guys. I don't think at this point he's going to do anything. So the XO is still going to have his 3 orders that he can save. And the first sergeant is going to try to rally himself. Okay, he's pinned. He's going to try to rally. So his rally action, he gets 2. And he's +1 because he's a veteran. So that's 3 cards. So we're going to try him 3 cards. Contact. Nothing. Nothing. So no, it did not. He was not able to do that, and that's the end of his orders. So I just can't get him, I can't get him going here. Man, this is tough. Okay, these guys, I need them to miss me. All right, that's the staff impulse. Now we go to the general initiative, and the general initiative is 3 orders. All right. So we're going to he is going to first sergeant is going to try to rally again. Reshuffle. There it is. Rally. Nothing and nothing. Okay, rally. So the first sergeant rallied. All right. So that gets him up here. Got to shuffle the deck real quick here. Okay, the second of the 3 orders is the first sergeant commanding the artillery observer to lay us a barrage of fire onto that machine gun nest again. All right, we have 1 more order. These guys are all here. and here. And so we're going to try to, First Sergeant's going to try to rally that. He's going to order that paralyzed team who's not pinned back to there. And then we'll see if we can get him rallied and reconstituted or something. Okay, so we'll get him out of the fight right now. So that's that fire team that was paralyzed. So we got them back to their staging area. Okay, that's our 3 orders. Now we do the Germans. Nothing from their battalion headquarters. And now we have to check for their enemy activity. So we have 1, 2, 3 on the board. So we'll do a random on 3. That's number 1. So that's that team over there. So they are on the same card. Nope. They do not have an out of ammo marker. Not under fire. They are not under fire and no line of sight. Not under fire, but has opened fire. That's them. It's an automatic grenade tack, which they don't do, so they're going to attempt to concentrate fire. They get 2 cards. No. No. Oh, and one other thing that I was doing here on this PDF where they're attacking here, he's using his rifle grenade. Oops. So we're going to put a grenade marker up there for the rifle grenade. And that's what he's firing there. And that will consume his rifle grenade. And we're going to see if they can hit over here. Okay, so that was him. We have 1 and 2. We get 2. So that's these guys right here. All right. They are not on the same card. They are under fire, but they're under fire from a different direction than its own. That's the card. Okay, so it's a 1 to 4, and it is a 1, and a 1 is no action, so no change. And then we do the machine gun nest. They are under fire, but nope, they're under fire from a different direction. Yes. So again, we draw on a 4. It's a 3. And the 3 is shift PDF to direction of incoming fire. Well, they have incoming fire from 3 directions. So we'll see if they shift their fire to one of these directions. So this is 1, 2, and 3. We draw 3. They're going to shift their fire. So this is going to flip to this way. And now this one becomes this direction. So he's going to fire at these guys. So he shifted his fire. Okay. So, interesting. To say the least. We've got a lot of activity happening here. Okay. All right. So that's the end of the enemy activity check. So now we go update fire missions. Remove any existing. There aren't any. Flip pending markers to their active sides and adjust current activity. Okay. So, hang on. Okay, so we have 2 things to resolve. We have a fire mission and we have a grenade attack. So first thing we're going to do is see, we called for our fire mission. He gets 2 cards from our fire support. So he gets 2. He's looking for the there it is. 1 and whoops and 2. Dang it. Come on. Okay. So that's going to be, we're going to get us an active fire onto him. to resolve. And then we have a grenade attack. And he gets 2 cards because he's a line unit firing the right. Oh, boom. There it is. Oh, my mistake. We were drawn for the grenade anyway. So the grenade missed. So it's going to be a miss right here. Okay. So it landed, but it didn't have the effect on them. I forgot to put the volume of fire on that guy too. The mortars aren't firing yet. They fired the rifle grenade. They have small arms. So, and he's exposed, but he can't fire the heavy yet. So this is actually a small arms volume of fire onto these guys right here. So they're firing this direction. Okay. All right. I think I cleaned that mess up. That's the trick with this game. You got to remember to keep all your volumes of fire and everything marked. Okay. There's no potential contact markers yet. That'll probably start on the next turn again. And then, so now we do our combat effects. So here we go again. They're firing this direction right here. So they have automatic weapon. That's a -1. We're a +2. Might as well lay everybody out here so I can see. They're all in the cover. He's pinned right there. All right, that's my artillery observer and the first sergeant. Okay, so he has +2 for that, +3 for the building, that's +5, -1 for automatic weapons fire, so that's a +4 onto the first sergeant. +4 is a miss, and at the artillery observer, +4, oh, they pinned him. Okay, so he goes under the pinned marker now. And the fire team, who was already a +5, he stays pinned. Okay, so I couldn't get them out, but the first sergeant did not get affected that time. Okay, so that's the end of that fire. Their fire is coming up here against that heavy machine gun who's firing that direction. Sorry, these guys were pinned over here. Right, but they had, that's right. And his volume of fire, it shifted over to here, which took this crossfire off. And they do not have any fire on them now. It's his fire, they do have to trace all my arrows. His volume of fire is coming from the machine gun. So there's no crossfire now. Yeah, his volume of fire is coming this direction. Okay, I'll move this phase line marker over here out of the way. All right, so we have fire going this way. We have fire coming this way, which creates the crossfire. We have incoming, which is coming in. We have a volume of fire coming this way. Their fire is going this way, which is all part of that crossfire thing. His fire's coming this way. All right. And nobody's firing. This guy's firing this direction. And he has automatic weapons fire. Right here. Okay, I think I got all my volumes of fire again. Whew! This is enough to give me a headache. All right, so keeping going left to right, we have the artillery fire coming in here. That artillery fire from my FO, who got pinned, but not before he fired off his artillery, is a -5. He gets a +1 because I'm coming in overhead. So that's a -4 onto that machine gun, and he's a +1 for the foxholes. -3. Here we go. Reshuffle after I do this. -3. Hit. So we hit him. And the hit on this line company is paralyzed. All right. So that's good. So he's going to get his fire off, but we hit him. He's paralyzed. He stays in the foxholes. But that's excellent. Okay. So I need to make a note that we got this. The first sergeant called for that order. Okay. So he has did their job. Okay, his machine gun fire, he's got incoming fire here, so it's an automatic weapon. So it is +2. I'm not under cover. +1 because I'm pinned, +3, and -1. So these guys are going to be at +2. All right, let's do that again. +2 for the woods, +1 for pinned, -1. So they're +2. So here comes the fire against the assault team at a +2, pending. So he stays pinned. Against first squad on a +2, pinned. They stayed pinned. And then against the paralyzed team, it's a miss. So he is not pinned anymore. Okay, so he goes on top there. All right, that's the fire from there. We had fire going this way. That was all part of that. We have the machine gun, the heavy machine gun fired. He was -3. Into the woods, +2, makes him -1. They're in cover. So we got to lay these guys out. He's exposed. They're all in cover. Okay. So let's start here. -3, +2's -1, +1's 0. So his fire onto the, oh, that's a rifle grenade, onto this fire team right here is, oh, he was pinned too when I fired on him. Caused him to be pinned. All right. Here we go. We're at 0 from the heavy machine gun onto this fire team. Pending. Okay. So he's pinned. And these guys are going to be -2 because they were exposed. That's that squad. -2 pending. Okay. So this comes off. These guys are all pinned, but they're under cover. And that volume of fire is going to go away because he's pinned and paralyzed. All right. That made a difference. A little bit. Okay. All right. So he's fired. He's fired. He's fired. He's fired. It leaves me these guys firing onto these guys now. And we have small arms. We had a grenade that we tried. So he is +2, +3. Small arms is 0, -1. That's a +2. +2. Hey, we pinned him. All right. That's a that's a bonus. So we pinned those guys. So their fire now becomes all pinned, that they were firing this way. All right. Whew. Okay. That is all the combat. So we do our cleanup phase. So we know that the exposed comes off and the exposed comes off of here. So we got these guys are all set to go again. And we got to adjust any directions of fire and volume of fires. So these guys are pinned. They had a volume of fire still coming from that automatic weapon. He has a direction of fire that way. These guys are going to, this direction of fire is going to become this direction. Okay. We have volume of fire. We're still firing that way. You know what? I don't think I can do that. I think I have to issue an order to shift fire, is what I believe I have to do. Right now, they're all still firing on him. So what we have to do is we need to do a shift fire if we can. Okay, so my artillery did their job though, and got them down. I want to shift that fire if I can over here to First Sergeant. Hopefully he can get himself a command here from the CO. Got to keep them under cover right now. Once they get rid of that guy and get out from under the cover and give me better communication with my radios. Again, this is an example probably where the field phones would be working for me. They could be in the house talking on the field phone to radios blocked being in that building. So the First Sergeant's really working on his own, and his problem is these guys are pinned now, so he can't get them. He can't get them there. So this is really being a struggle a little bit. I got to get them out, and then I got to get them to redirect fire again. So it's really taking a lot of time not having that command flow and not having my orders build up when I had to move them and stuff. So very interesting is what it's turned into. Okay, I believe that's the end of turn 4. The next move is going to get us to the halfway point, and I have not cleared anything out of that second row yet, but we're getting ready to start advancing that direction too. He's got some guys pinned, he's got some guys under fire, and we got to start heading up that hill because that gives me a big base of fire there to really support things from up there. So I want to get up on that hill. Okay, well, that's where we're at right now. I think it's going better this time. I'm still catching little things that I'm doing, a lot of little details, but man, it's a lot of, your mind has got to work over this stuff, and I really think ahead. So it's taken all my planning, trying to stay on top of everything. But this is a fun game. Hope you're enjoying it. If you're new, please subscribe, and if you like what we're doing, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time.